Hello everyone. So, how are you guys? So, in this video, we are going to solve our third problem on cash budget. I think the question is visible on the screen now. You can pause the video and write down the question in your copy. So, in the question, we can see it's saying that Fanard Limited wants you to prepare the cash budget of the company for the 3 months, April to June 2019. Okay, April to June. You were given the following information. Operations number 1, 2019 sales, purchase, wages and other expenses. From January to June, we can get all the information accordance with sales, purchase, wages and other expenses. In number 2, sales are 20% cash and the balance at 2 months credit. Purchases are at 1 month's credit subject to a cash discount of 5%. Assume that the company avails of this facility irrespective of the fund's position. Okay. In number 3, wages are paid half months in arrear and other expenses are paid 1 month in arrear. Okay. This is also very informative lines. In 4, during May, the company pays a dividend of 15% on its equity capital of 2 lakh, and during June, deferred payment installment quarterly of rupees 25 will fall due. Okay, it's also very informative. And in last, number 5, it is expected that at the end of March 2019 there will be a cash balance of 14,000. Okay, so now let's start the solution. Okay, so at first we have to draw our uh, cash budget problem. We will just draw the format at first, and I think we should make the like this, and so here in the question it is said that it is a cash budget for 3 months. Sorry guys, this is very new app launched in website, so I'm not practical enough on that app, but give me some time. I will manage that app very well. Okay, now here I can write cash budget. Okay, and now I'm here. I will write particulars. Okay, and I will make the rest of the lines like that. Okay, particulars, and here then name of the month. I think I should make, yes, April bracket, then May and bracket and rupees sign, and June. Okay, so this is the complete format, and then some unnecessary ink. Sorry guys, sorry, extremely sorry. Okay. So here it is, the format. You know that very well. I have explained those formulas, this format before. Okay. So according to format given in the previous video, now we will look at the opening cash balance of the first one. So I think that purpose I should zoom the board. It's opening cash balance. And in the month of April, the opening cash balance is 14,000 is given in the adjustment number 5. 14,000. Okay. So now I'll make the heading of cash. I think I should choose another color. So that is cash receipts. Cash receipts. So here you can see in the adjustment number 2, it is said that sales are 20% cash. So here we have to write down that cash sales. Here is all the cash sales. So cash sales is given in the question, that is 20% of sales. So whatever the amount given in the question, the sales, so 20% of them will be recorded as is in cash sales. So sales amount in the month of April is 1 lakh. So 20%, that's mean 1 lakh into 20%. So the amount is 20,000. Okay. And the sales of May is at 1,40,000, and 20% is of 1,40,000 is 28,000. And again the cash sales of June is 1,60,000. Yes, 1,60,000 into 20%. So this is 32,000. Okay. So this is the amount of cash sales we have to calculate in the question given. So, and the next things becomes that collection from debtors. Collection, because 20% is cash sales, so rest of the sales will be called as credit sale. So from credit sale you can get collection from debtors. From debtors, and it is amounting that collection from debtors is 2 month credit is 2 months credit is allowing here. So 2 months credit means I will get the 2 months credit means I will get the payment of I will get the payment of in the month of April. I will get the payment of 2 months before. So if if the payment is if I am today I am here standing on April, so I am getting the collection from amount of collection from debtors is 2 months before. So 2 months before means that is the amount of sales credits amount of credit sales in February. So in February, in wait, just in February, March, and April. From February, we get this amount of sales in April. So from here, we can see the amount of sale of February is rupees 50,000. Is rupees 50,000, and the credit sale will be 80% of that. Sorry guys, 80% of that. So the amount will be 40,000. So the amount will be 40,000. Okay, amount will be 40,000. So the amount of 40,000, I am getting this payment on the date of after 2 months. So that is called April. So I will get the amount of 40,000. I think there is no confusion. If there is any confusion, then just go to check on description box, and you will get my calling and WhatsApp number, and just ask me. Okay. So now I'm going to clear all of this. So as well as I will make the same calculation of next month. So what it would be? Let me just in the board properly. So as well as in the next month, I will get the 2 months before credit sales. So that is 2 months before. So in the next month, that is in the month of May. In the month of May, that is called, yes, in the month of May, I will get the credit sale amount of 2 months before. So that is March, April, and May. So I will get the credit sale amount of March. So sales of March, that is how much? Sales of March, that is 80,000. And if the amount called credit sales, then it will be called 80,000 into 80%. So it is amounting 64,000. So I will just go and write down this amount in our problem. So here it is just 64,000. I think I should make more. 64,000. Okay, and here I will remove all of this amount given. Okay. Okay. So now we'll make the calculation of credit sale of the month 2 months before of June. So 2 months before, the credit sale amount is uh, 2 months before the credit sale amount of June is April, May, and June. So the sales amount of April will get in June. So the sales amount of April, the credit sale amount of April, credit sale amount of April, the credit sale amount of April is how much? So the sales on April is 1 lakh. Sales of April is 1 lakh, and we'll make payment of 80%. So it will be 80,000. It will be 80,000. So here it is the amount 80,000, and we'll write down just that amount on the right place, and that is 80,000. Okay. So here we are successfully completed the total of cash receipts, and just write down the amount of assets. So the first column is calculating here, then that is 34 and 74,000. 74,000. 74,000. And in the correspondence of 74,000, I will write total. That is denoting by capital A. No, sorry. It's making some problem, brothers and sisters. Please don't make that any kind of issue. In the next video, I will make some effort on that. I'm promising that. Okay. So okay. So this is cash receipts, and now we will write the amount of cash payment. We'll make the heading on that cash payment. Cash payment. Okay. So the first amount we get that payment to creditors. So here is no question of cash purchase, because in the second information we got that purchases are at 1 month's credit subject to a cash discount of 5%. If I make the payment on if I make the payment to creditors in 1 month, then I will get a 5% cash, 5% discount. Okay, so as in that company I will the facility irrespective of the funds position. So um, according on that situation, the company will receive this discount, and the amount will be on that is 40,000 and 28,000. So let's calculate. That amount called payment to creditors. So payment to creditors right here, payment to creditors with 5% cash discount, and there is 1 month uh, 1 month sorry so there is 1 month cash, 5% cash discount. If I make the payment on in a 1 month, then we'll get a cash discount. So the so if there is nothing said that about that more, so we will assume that the uh, payment on cash purchase payment on 1 month credit will, the offer will be received and the cash discount is available to take. Okay, so according to that, the 1 month cash purchase 1 month purchase is credit that. So we will make the payment of to creditors of 1 month before. So uh, before March, so before the previous month of April is called March. So the purchase of March is 40,000, and we will get the amount 40,000. We will get the amount 95%, because 5% is discount. So we will make the payment of 40,000 95%. So that is calculated, that is 38,000. That is 38,000. 38,000. Okay. In the very next month, the calculation process is also same. So uh, in the month of May, the will make the payment of creditors in the corresponding months of April. So April's purchase is 50,000, and the amount of 95%. So it will be 50,000 50,000 into 95%. That's 47,500. That is 47,500. So we'll write down that amount, just 47,500. Okay. On the basis of that, as well as we'll calculate the rest of the amount of payment to creditors on the June, according to the before month is called May. So the uh, credit purchase made on May is 70,000, and we'll also available the 5% cash discount, and we'll get the amount of 66,500. 66,500. So 66,500 will write down here 1,500. So here the calculation process is completed here. Now we will write the next one is naming that wages. So is there anything related to wages? Wages are paid half month in arrear and other expenses paid 1 month in arrear. Okay, so wages will be calculated on the basis of 1 month. So now we will calculate the workings in other side. Sorry guys. Okay, now we'll calculate the workings on wages. In the working section we'll write down the calculation of wages I had not removed the previous working. I've been completed that, so at first I should remove that working and then I should write down the next one. So here we'll write workings. So in the workings we'll calculate calculation of wages. Okay. So in calculation of wages, the half months arrears will be payment. So half months arrears means the wages half months arrears means the wages make payment of half month on the 15 days basis. Okay, so now I will make the heading of April. Calculation of wages workings, and we'll make this heading that calculation of wages. Okay. So the first month is April, and in the adjustment it is said that wages are paid half months in arrear. So it's saying that wages are half months wages payment is making payment late. So half months is late, so we at first we have to divide the amount of wages of each month. So at first we have to make half months payment. So half months wages of March will get this amount in April, and half months of April will get in May. So I'm explaining in that way. Now you can see half months arrear, that means outstanding payment. Half month is making payment of outstanding. So the amount is given here that half months half months of wages will make payment on the next month. So half months of wages of March will make this payment on April. So the half of the half of the salary, so half of the wages of March, half of the wages of March is amounting rupees 15,000 by 2 divided by 2, so that is amounting rupees 7,500. So this is the arrear amount of previous month, this is the arrear amount of previous month, and half of the wages amount, half of the wages of April, half of the wages of April, that is 25,000 divided by 2, so it is amounting 12,500. So this is the half will make payment in April, and another half will make payment in the next month, so it is amounting rupees 20,000. I think there is nothing, no confusion related with that calculation, as well as in that way the others months wages calculation will be same. Okay, sorry. Okay, so let's make the calculation. So here we can see we have got the amount of first month, it is rupees 20,000, it is rupees 20,000, and this was for month of April, APR. Now we will calculate the month for May. Okay, so I will write it down here. Half month wages, half month wages of April, half month wages of April. So you know that it is the amount which is making payment late by the Fanal Limited, so that is 12,500, and we have already made payment of that 12,500, and half month wages of May, it is the amount which is making payment on up to the month, so that is also 25,000 divided by 2 equals to 12,500. So so the summation amount is also 25,000. So this is also 25,000, and here we can write that amount. So 25,000. And then the next month will come April, May and June. April, May and June. So I'll write here half month wages, half month wages of May. So half month wages of May, you know that amount just calculated before, that is 12,500. That is 12,500. And rest of half month wages of this particular month, that is calling June, is how much? 30,000 divided by 2. 30,000 divided by 2, that is 15,000. Sorry, that is 15,000. So 15,000. Okay. And I think I should write this amount here, so you can add this amount easily. 12,500. Okay. So we'll make the summation, that is 27,500. 27,500. Okay. So this is the amount of 27,500. 27,500. 27,500. So here the completion of workings to calculate wages of certain month. So I think I should write here workings. Okay. So here it is, calculation for all of the months. Okay, so the wages calculation is done, and in the adjustment said that other expenses are paid 1 month in arrear. So we will make payment of other expenses in the previous month. So for which month we are making calculation, we will make payment of other expenses in the previous month. So at first, so that is other expenses. So in the month of April, we will make payment of March. So in the so the other expenses has been done in March is amounting rupees 15,000. So we will make payment is 15,000 in April. And in the month of April, the real other expenses happen, that is rupees 20,000 will make payment on the very next month called May, and in the next month we will make payment the amount of other expenses in the month of May, so that is also rupees 20,000. Okay, so this is all about the payment made through their adjustment and their given information. So now we'll calculate, there's something given in the adjustment, that in the adjustment number 4, during May the company pays a dividend of 15,000 on equity share capital of rupees 2 lakhs, and during the June deferred payment installment of 25,000 will due. Okay, so dividend, we will make payment of dividend that uh, during May the company pay a dividend of 15,000 on equity. So the dividend on May is 15% of 2 lakh, and during June we have made payment of deferred payment installment quarterly 25,000 will fall due. So we will make payment both of the dividend during May and June. So let's do that calculation. Dividend in the month of May, in the month of May, we'll make payment of dividend, that is 2 lakh 15%. That, so 2 lakh 15% is calculating here, that is 30,000, and the rest of the payment, deferred payment installment quarterly fall due, that is rupees 25,000. So we'll make payment in the month 25,000 we'll make payment, that is in June. So we'll write down here the amount 25,000. So here it is, all of the payment have been done. So now we'll added the amount here, and we'll get the total B. So okay. So in the first month we will get the amount 38,000, 20,000 and 15,000. So that is amounting 58 and 73,000. 73,000. 73,000. 73,000. 73,000. And in the next month the summation amount is 40,000, 65,000 and 1,12,000, 1,22,500, 1,22,500, 500. And in the next month that is amounting to 66,500. So the summation amount is 1,39,000, 1,39,000. So we will close this amount before. Okay, so here in the correspondence we will write total B, and here already written the total A. So from as well as from the previous cash budgeting problem, we will make this calculation same. We will write here closing cash balance, closing cash balance in the bracket A minus B. So how much is this amounting? 74,000 minus 73,000. So this is amounting just rupees 1,000. just rupees 1000, and uh, 1000 is the closing balance of April. So now this will be the opening balance of May. So 1 lakh, sorry, 1000 plus 28,000, 29,000 plus 64,000, that is 93,000. Sorry guys. There is 93,000. 93,000. And from 93,000 we'll deduct the total B, that is 1,22,500. It is amounting rupees negative 29,500. Negative 29,500. So in that particular month, so I think this is the first problem where we got the amount negative in the closing balance. So there is nothing different in our calculation method. So this is the amount will be written in the opening balance of June, 29,500 in the negative balance. In that way we'll write down the amount, that is 82,500 after adding this amount. So guys, if you want to make this calculation, so you will make this calculation with own and get the superior amount here. So here we will get again the negative balance, that is 82,500 minus 1,39,000, that is 56,500. 56,500. So it is the completion of our today's problem, cash budget, and in that way we will make so many problems. But if there any kind of confusion and any kind of queries, you can call me or text me in WhatsApp. I will reply you back within 1 day. And here it is, the completion of our this problem. So thank you guys. In the next video I will come again with production budget and flexible budget. So till then, stay tuned and thank you so much.